Jeez. Hey guys. It's been a little while. It has been a little while. Yeah, it's been at least 3 months since I've streamed. Man, at least. Um, Jeez. And why you might ask? Well, there's been some personal matters, and I just haven't had the time recently. But I had some time tonight, um, and here I am. Let me just check my audio, make sure we're hearing stuff. Seems a little quiet. Let me see something here. Well, hopefully it's not too bad. Let me just do something right quick here. Unfortunately, with this game, if I want to edit or do anything on my other monitor that I have set up, I actually have to minimize the game because it won't let my cursor actually leave this window, like the window of the game itself. Playing Brittany now. Hey, welcome to the stream, by the way. Poignet Princess. Well, I'm not playing as Brittany, but I do have Brittany. I have Rons, Rons, I think that's how you pronounce it, as one of the cities I have. So we're doing medieval Total War as England here, and I was able to snatch up Brittany early on. And as I remember correctly, Poignet Princess, you are from Brittany, if I remember correctly. So that's cool. So yeah, I mean, here's what we have going on in Brittany. And since you're here, I may as well invest a little bit into Brittany. I've got a pretty good economy going here. I think decent growth, but I think we could be good if we built maybe some paved roads. Will that increase our trade income? So yeah, it'll increase it from 366 to 498, and that's pretty substantial, so that's worth it. I only just got on my computer now, and like most of the day, and I saw this. Hey man, dude. Well, good luck, man. This is the first time in over 3 months that I've streamed, actually. But if you could believe that, man. I just haven't had the time recently to do it, but I had a little bit of time tonight, and I figured I'd hop on. Now, I don't know how long I'm going to be on, but I'm here at least for now. Yeah, dude, it's been even longer since I've done a Total War stream, man. Like all my most recent streams, recent with quotations, it's been over 3 months since I made these streams. But even then, all the ones right before that were either EU4, and I think I did a Minecraft stream as well. So, build a mining network. It's a big investment. It'll give me 424 per turn income. So that would, yeah, I mean, like, not really doing any math, but that'll like pay for itself in like 8 or 9 turns. Less than 10. Yeah, I think like 8 or so turns. I don't really want to do the exact math, but that's a pretty good investment, I would say. But again, man, I'm glad to have you with me. I don't like the AI thumbnails. They're too piss orange, Well, yeah, I'd gotten a comment giving me some flack about the AI thumbnails before. I mean, I guess it just came down to the fact that I didn't really want just like the thumbnail to be like basically just a random clip in the video, or like a random, image of whatever random second frame of the video. And I mean, I'm not a full-time YouTuber. I'm a guy with, I've got 2 jobs, and so I kind of had figured that would be a nice little, a little way to could just be the game, like with U4. Yeah, just like the like logo of the game as a thumbnail. That could work. That could work. Yeah. 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 I suppose I could do that. But yeah, I mean, the main thing was as I definitely didn't want like it to just be, a random frame of the video. That was the main thing. Been so long since you streamed, I'm getting into civil engineering instead. Wait, like, dude, it has been a long time, man. And I'm really glad, dude. And honestly, I'm surprised that that you're here, man. I figured everyone who viewed me regularly would have probably forgotten about me by now. But by the way, so when you say you're getting into civil engineering, what do you mean? Like you're into studying it, watching videos about it? Like what are you referring to? I think that's all we can really do with this turn. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing else I can really build. I could maybe train some more troops over here, I suppose. But I only can really train militia here because I don't really have a castle, which you should probably actually go ahead and take Gaza here. Call me an Israeli, call me a Zionist, but I think we might want to go for Gaza pretty soon here. But I kind of need the troops I have stationed over here to, keep unrest down in this area, at least until we can get like a larger percentage of the population Catholic. Which we do, as I understand it, we do have a decent amount of priests out here. And that's helping. In fact, we got Cairo to 51% Catholic. That's good. You here kind of working on Dongola. I think this is this is in Dongola. But I don't know how soon I'm really going to go for Dongola, to be honest. Ooh, I've got one of my merchants down here. Can you add cities in this game like in EU4? Well, add cities, like as in like develop. Well, I mean, because in EU4 you have a fixed amount of provinces, right? You can't like create new provinces, but I guess you can develop provinces. I mean, well, so you can't create more provinces, and there's a lot less provinces than in EU4. And it doesn't really work in the same sort of way. Like, you have the exact actual city, and then you have all this kind of territory around it. And yeah, I mean, you control it, but it's kind of like space that anyone can just kind of walk through. And like, so if you look at this guy, for example, like he's going 1 tile, 2 tile, 3 tiles, sort of like that. But like in EU4, you can develop the cities. Now it works in a completely different way. So you build buildings just like in EU4, and eventually once you reach a certain amount of population, you can get the next level of settlement. So for instance, if I remember correctly, for Cairo here, we have enough to get the next level of settlement, so we could build basically another wall. So it gives you extra defenses, iron gates, more upkeep of free units, so that's militia. But it gives you access to more buildings, and it's just basically upgrading the settlement to the next level. By the way, Mr. Chat. So I got into my other jobs to the civil engineering degree, and I got an internship at ASCE. I can't say I'm familiar with the firm. Let me look it up. Because I bet you've always seemed like a smart guy, man. So I bet you that's a real prestigious one. Let's take a little quick break. I'm gonna look it up. ASCII Civil Engineering. Oh, the American Society of Civil Engineers. Oh, that's right. I forgot. Yeah, you live in the U.S., don't you? Not France anymore. Not Brittany. Maybe. Civil engineering isn't that hard. I'm kind of surprised to hear that, actually, because from what I understand about civil engineering, it's basically engineering as it applies to like infrastructure, civilian infrastructure, so to speak. But so Huh. So it's American Society of Civil Engineers. So it's like, but it's not exactly like a specific civil engineering firm. Like, so what do they, is there an About Us section? Well, so it's sort of a career-based organization. Well, join today. Let's see. Okay, so it's like a professional organization of civil engineers. Okay. Okay. I only got one because I was going to go check out a quick video I wanted to see before I went to sleep. Big night tomorrow, but I saw your video. Hey, man, if it's big night tomorrow, man, hey, if you want to stick around, I love it, man. But, if you need to get some rest, man, I understand. But yeah, man, that's great to hear, though, dude. That's really great to hear. I'm proud of you. Very proud of you. I wish you all the luck in that. But I gotta ask, so since it's not like exactly like a civil engineering company, like it's a career, like a civil engineering career-based like organization, and I know they have a lot of different like organizations such as that, like a professional, like professional organization. And as I understand it, it's mostly sort of devoted around, or at least most of those are generally devoted around networking, right? If I understand. So fundamentally, what is it you're doing for the internship? And now, by the way, this is a directly turn-based game, not like EU4. Now, I would say EU4 is not a turn-based game, but there are those who would argue in sort of EU4 theory that, and these are mostly kind of guys who go for world conquest and such like that, they would argue that you should view EU4 as actually a turn-based game, but with each turn being one day. So one day in game being like philosophically, or I guess philosophically is a pretty strong word to use for EU4, but they argue that you should view it that way. Uh-oh, got rioting in Cairo, and that's an interesting mechanic in this game that they have. Oh, I missed Kiev. I was going to try to go to Kiev here. It's a lot to say. It's not like a big design firm. I'm just helping organize firms as like an assistant to a bigger guy in the firm. I haven't actually been to a certain firm yet, or like a coordinator. Okay. I think I get what you're saying. Well, that's interesting, man. That's really cool. So as you can see here, we completed the construction for our upgrade for our settlement. Yeah, and so in this game, there's two types of settlements. You got cities and you got castles, right? So castles, so if you take a look at this, we can make all sorts of different troops here, peasant archers, and their upgraded form, the longbowmen, which are kind of like the English signature unit, or like sort of their, I guess, like when you select their faction to play the longbowmen, or either the longbowmen or the yeoman longbowmen are sort of like the highlighted unit. So we got like so we got we got spearmen here, which are of course good against cavalry. Our sort of regular infantry line, which goes from peasants, in this case, to billmen for the English, and then to dismounted feudal knights, which is the case for most of the European factions. But basically, you can see here how many different types of soldiers you can make. But in the cities, you can pretty much only make different types of militia. And also, if you have merchants, like so, you have guilds in this game, and so they give you different things. And you can make merchant cavalry militia, which are, well, you read from the description: the rich as well as the poor must do their civic duty, but the rich prefer to ride. The wealth brought by trade allows merchants to equip themselves with the horses and the finest armor available. However, they lack the training and elan of real knights and should not be relied on too far in battle, right? So these are some cavalrymen from, rich families. They've got good armor, but they're not, don't confuse them for knights. They're not. This is so weird to look at the big tiles with how much I played Hoi 4 before. Yeah. No, it's a very different game, man. It's a very different game. But at the same time, like it kind of feels similar because as you can see on the mini map here, there's all these different tiles and provinces. It almost feels like an EU4, like without um, as many provinces. So yeah, I actually played this game before I ever played EU4. And when I first opened EU4, I was like so excited, like, oh my God, look at how many, wow, look how many of them there are. Holy cow. So, but it's very different though. But in the same sense, you have armies. But one thing that's cool about this, and hopefully we'll see in a little bit, these are the same. Mercenary cog. Oh, this is the mercenary cog. So we get from being on a crusade. Oh, and yeah, like the Pope calling crusades is a big mechanic in this. Um, my first Paradox game was Hoi 3, so we never went past the Hoi series. Yeah, man, I still have to get into Hearts of Iron, man. I think I would really like it. Unfortunately, we can't board this transport yet this turn, unfortunately, which will slow us down a bit. Because our crusade target is Tunis. Now, I know that, of course, crusades are a mechanic in EU4, but it's very different here. So you'll actually get an army, and you have to have one of your generals. They have all the different attributes and such. Generals or noblemen are sort of which can act as governors of cities or castles, and you can also, of course, use them to lead armies. So, like, it has some of the same mechanics as EU4, but it's still quite a bit different, man. It's still quite a bit different. Can upgrade Alexandria. Should we invest in that? Wouldn't be too bad an idea, I suppose, but I do want to invest still in more income generating buildings because I kind of want to turn, England, we have Britain consolidated, so I want to turn that into basically just a giant factory, supplying my holdings in the Middle East, or in Egypt specifically, and in France itself. So we're not going to really have to worry about too many people over here. I mean, I guess unless the Danes come in by sea, but I'm not super worried about that. So I do want to invest in income generating buildings here. So I will do farming as well. So farming generates some income, but it also increases population growth, or upgrading our farms, that is. So that's a huge thing. And of course, the higher population is, the more taxes you get. So that's significant. So I think I'll just, invest in farming across the board here. I guess I'll build a small church. So that doesn't leave me with a whole lot. I just really like the combat and the mods. The Hoi 4 mods are definitely the best of any Paradox game. Yeah, dude. I'll tell you something, man. I like there are times when I really like to just watch some of the Hoi 4 mod videos, man. Hold on a second, man. Let me check something, dude. I'll be right back. 1 second. Sorry, I had to check if someone was here. I think it goes away from the Microsoft Excel stereotype. Yeah, man, it does. Like, I really enjoyed watching some of the this guy's Millennium Dawn mod as the US, and he just kind of played it well, not Millennium Dawn, sorry, like a Cold War mod. And it was sort of if the U.S. had won all of like the different, Cold War conflicts, like he did a Vietnam War one, or like he like won the Vietnam War, the Korean War, et cetera, et cetera. Um, yeah, it does. This also is very different from the sort of Microsoft Excel sort of stereotype. I'm actually going to see if I can move some troops over from Alexandria into Cairo to quell this rioting. There we go. I hate Excel games. I'm gonna go hit the hay now, but now that I see it, you look like the guy from "I'm about to bomb this whole MF plane" meme. I can't say I know that meme. I'm gonna have to look that up. One thing I get a lot is I look like Shaggy or the guy from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. I get that one at times. But hey, man. But good night, man, and I wish you all the best, man. Seriously, thank you so much for coming in tonight. I'm always very happy to have you on stream, man. So thank you so much. Sorry for the dead air, guys. Sending a message. Someone talking to me here. But yeah, man, Poignet Prissé, man. Egypt wants a ceasefire. I don't know, man. I don't know if you guys can really touch me, judging by the 2 units that are in your guys' fort in Gaza. I'm not sure what you guys can really do. The only reason I'm not marching on these guys anymore is that I'm just trying to consolidate my position in Egypt before I go any further. I have a feeling this will be, very generous. That's what I thought. And by the way, this is the sort of diplomacy screen for those who are not familiar with Medieval 2 Total War. There's cool diplomacy mechanic in this game. So that's very generous. Well, would you be willing to give a region? Would you be willing to give me Gaza in exchange for a truce? That's demanding. How about a bunch of money? What if you gave me 10,000 florins? Balanced? We could do that.
The answer, I'm afraid,
Ooh.
is
No, is that right? Okay. Well, all right. What about 8,000? How about that? How about that? Balanced. Let's see.
We must decline.
No?
You would speak of something more?
I would really prefer to get some money from them. I was just about to go to sleep, but I actually thought you looked like the chef from Ratatouille. I'm surprised I don't get that one more often, man. I really am. That guy has always sort of remembered or reminded me of myself a little bit, to be honest with you. That's pretty funny, man. Shoot, man, 10 turns. I'm sure in 10 turns I'll be completely consolidated in this area. Can we get 1,700 a turn for 10 freaking turns? Would that be doable? That could be.
Enough of this for now.
No, okay. Too demanding. Yeah.
Our discussions come to a close.
Sorry, guys. Oh, what is this? Oh, yeah, the merchant I wanted to. He wanted to, yeah, the goal was to try and take his stuff. Oh well. Oh well. That's fine. That's fine. The following factions are now at war. Oh. So Milan and Spain are allies. Venice and the Byzantines. That's an interesting alliance right there. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm obviously, obviously this area is costing me right now more than I'm making, but even despite the fact that we've got a bunch of imams here, which is sort of stymieing my ability to convert Cairo. Last turn it was 51% Catholic, now it's 57. So we're doing a pretty good job. And sorry, man. Something kind of pressing is going on now. Yeah, and then Alexandria's 44%. That's good. Again, I could upgrade these. I guess it depends on, Squalor is providing a pretty decent amount of unrest here. And is that the same case in Alexandria? Somewhat. I mean, the biggest thing is distance from the capital, actually. Even more so than even religious unrest, actually. Believe it or not. And I mean, the distance from the capital is not really a great way. Sorry for the dead air every once in a while, guys. I apologize. Sorry, guys. A buddy of mine was on his way over, and so I was gonna head off when he arrived. But it seems that he had a little bit of an accident. Well, not him. I guess his brother got his tire messed up and doesn't have roadside assistance, no AAA, and he didn't have money to pay the toll, so he's going to help the brother. So, just kind of talking about that. Yeah, so again, I'm kind of focusing over here on, investing in income generating stuff here. So let's see, what would be better? With this, that'll be my trade up from 403 to 370, so increase my trade by 167 florins, not ducats, florins. But what will be the difference between this? So that will increase by 60. Oh, either way, my trade's going to go up. I don't know why that would be. I have no idea why that would be the case. I'll invest in the communal farming because it also has the population increase bonus. But if we look here, no more income I can get from there. This right now, at least. And then everywhere else is building stuff, except for, I mean, I could get a ballista maker. I mean, do I have a ballista maker in any other provinces, really? Other than, I know I have one in Alexandria. I don't. At least not here. A ballista maker here, here, here. I have one in Edinburgh. I can get a catapult maker as well. I mean, I guess since there's nothing else I can really do in Con right now, I mean, I could build a chapel, but I don't really think I need that. I don't know what the point of that's going to be. Yeah, reinforce this area. I just have a good standing army in France. Because I feel like inevitably, I mean, hostilities are going to go with the French eventually. I mean, I'm playing as England after all. Yeah, I'll make a ballista maker. Why not? Why not? It'd be good to have, you know, some production of siege equipment on the mainland. And shoot, man, I guess, yeah, I mean, I had enough to make to do my upgrade here. Already have a ballista here. Oh, I'll make another merchant. Oh, there's not that many great. Well, there's spices here. Yeah, I'll make another merchant. And you know what, man? Another priest can't hurt. And here, instead of making more militia, I'll just retrain some guys. What's this guy's skill? Pretty high. Pretty high, guys. I don't think either of these guys would be able to put him out of business, but if I save and I go ahead and just try, maybe we'll get lucky. No, that's fine. We'll just load the game. It's a little cheesy, I know. It's a little cheesy. Can't fault a man for trying. But other than that, like, what other trade goods are there's salt, there's cotton here, which this guy's making 458. That'd make 186. Yeah, I mean, textiles is like worth nothing. Oh, there's another sugar right here. And there's dyes too, which is worth at least a little bit more than cloth. Yeah, another merchant can't hurt. Another merchant cannot hurt. And wow, I mean, do I even have anything else really I want to make here? Well, I don't have any militia here, and they're free upkeep. So, I mean, it's not the best militia, just town militia. Pretty crappy, but may as well make them. I mean, you know, they're not gonna cost any upkeep. Fine. And am I maxed out on militia everywhere else? I think so, man. I don't have any militia here. Town militia it is. I don't have any militia here either. I can't even make any militia. I guess I better make a town watch. Okay. Oh. Well, okay, number one.
Sire. Approaching the trustworthy foe. What lies do you bring us then?
Maybe I could bribe them.
Unfortunately, that is all. Farewell.
Okay. I guess we'll move up this guy up into. Guess we'll move this guy up into Russia, I guess. I don't know. Don't really have need for this diplomat, to be honest, but anyway, why can I not board this? Oh, there you go. Cool, guys. Let's head off over to Tunis. Let's do it. This is the crusade target. Now, even though Sicily's a Catholic country, I guess they're probably, I would suppose that they're probably, well, they are at war with the Papal State, obviously, since we see papal army besieging Cagliari in Sardinia. Yeah, so I guess they're excommunicated. What's great about this is that since they're mostly Catholic, they'll be a lot easier to control. And you know, they're closer to the, well, they're not that close to the Middle East, but they're close-ish enough that if there's another crusade to the Middle East, if these guys need reinforcements here, we could deploy an army from over here, Tunis, and it's very close to Palermo, and since it will put me at war with the Sicilians anyway, may as well go in and attack this too, and shoot, man, even if their capital's undefended, with one guy, I mean, hell, man, like, maybe we can go for that as well. So, but yeah, I mean, this crusade put me at war with Sicily, so I mean, you know, I could go hog wild on them, man. You know, they're excommunicated, so the Pope's not going to get too mad about it. So, cool. I mean, that could be good. That could be very, very good. But in the meantime, I'll stick around with my what's left of my money from that turn. Move on to the next one. All right, Egypt, what are you up to? That is a diplomat, I believe. What are their imams up to? Okay, so we move from Cairo to Alexandria. The Pope is dead. Okay. Merchant skill. All right, let's vote for new pope. Spain. Milan is an ally of mine. I'll vote for my ally then. Pope Guido. Pope Guido. Or no, so. So Ulaslo. Ulaslo won. Okay. Coming of age, Davy. Hey, nice. All right. All right, Davy. Why don't you go be governor of Alexandria? Cool. Nice. We got a second general / nobleman in the area of Egypt. That's really good. Yeah, I get it. So my mission here from the freaking merchant guilds is to take this guy out, but I mean, what? How am I going to take this out, man? My guys don't have the skill to do it. I guess I'll try the same strategy, man, where I save the game and see if I try my... It worked. Dude. Let's go, dude. Let's go. I totally was not expecting that at all. Okay. We did it. Wow. Okay. We won the mission. Look at that. 200 florins, and the merchant guild is thankful for me. All right. Okay. I love that. All right. Oh, sick, dude. I
Yes, Your Highness.
1,000,000% was not expecting that. That's great. Okay. Cool. Hey, man, sometimes in life you get lucky, dude. But man, I love this though. So this area where it's getting consolidated, man. It's getting consolidated. It's looking good. We train these guys. I don't really think I need to train any new guys here. It looks like with the amount of troops we have, we're starving off discontent here and riots, and slowly the Catholic percentage is going up. I mean, it was 57 last turn. It's 59 here too. Not a huge increase, but hey, man, it's steady, man. We're steadily increasing. That's good. That's good. Eventually, I would like to be able to turn off daily races. We'll get a lot more income if we won't have to do daily chariot races to entertain the populace with their bread and circuses, but that is what it is.
Taking the troops ashore, sire.
Um,
Admiring the enemy.
I don't really need this boat anymore, so I guess we can just run it into. Nah, let's blockade their port, and let's commence the siege.
We shall engage. Laying siege, noble sire.
Cool.
We shall prevail in
Let's see if we can replace another one of these ladders with a
to battle.
siege tower without having it go up one turn and wait time, but cannot.
We shall prevail in the siege, sire.
It's fine. Yeah, I have a ton of guys, and they don't really have that many, so we shouldn't have any problem taking this. Yeah. Cool. All right. Yeah, guys, by the way, if you guys are liking the stream, and go ahead and like and subscribe, folks. Go ahead and like and subscribe. So, what should I do here? I could invest the 4,800 in irrigation. It's a lot of money, but I guess it would be good to get that going as early as possible. Castle, I mean, I could do that. I don't really have any desperate need of getting that going already, so I'll just do communal farming first. The rest of these, none of these give me any extra income in York, so I don't really care to do anything with that. London. One sec, guys, one sec. Sorry about that, guys. I can't afford the large stone wall. You know what? I'll postpone the irrigation. Instead, go for the fairground in order to be able to afford the upgrade full London. How's that sound? Oh, by the way, I want to get the jousting lists for Nottingham soon here. Because whenever I get knights here, that's going to significantly upgrade them. I do want to get the armor for this one. So, oh, you know what? I was actually planning on converting Inverness to a town. And I don't really have any specific like castle buildings yet. So yeah, I'll just start converting that to a city. Because like in this area, I feel like just having Nottingham and Caen as castles is fine. I'm just make them really robust castles, really really good blacksmiths and armorers, and really get them going. High quality guys. 2 high quality castles, and I'm going to be able to make quality troop set, and the rest of these can all be cities that I'm making money at. And and down in the Mediterranean, I can have different castles, right? Maybe Tunis, I can even turn one or two of these into cities as well. But I'll have different castles down here. But I think in this sort of English Channel, Britain, France region, or at least north, like the English Channel and Britain region, I think I'm fine with just having these 2 castles. Who died there? Definitely heard someone die. For sure someone went down. One of my biggest gripes with this game is that it takes so long when you end your turn. Now, I understand, you want to see what the other players are doing, but it can be a little tedious at times. You can speed it up by clicking the button. It makes people go faster, but spread the word. Okay. They want 61% of Alexandria to be Catholic. Okay.
Away with you, infidel!
Yeah, well, it's 52 now. Yeah, okay. I mean, Cairo reached 61, so I guess we'll transfer our missionaries up to Alexandria then, I guess. It's fine. We'll do that. Although I think in that time, though, if I have them all up here, I believe that actually Cairo will probably decrease in its percentage of Catholic adherence if I transfer them all up there, but it might be worth it to complete that mission just on a temporary basis. Edinburgh is ready to upgrade. I made substantially less this turn. I ended up with a lot less money. Oh, you know why? Because of this. I queued up the building. That's why. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. And by the way, guys, I'm gonna make this kind of a shorter stream tonight. I have to get going to bed pretty soon. I do have to be up in the morning. But I hadn't streamed in a while, so I wanted to at least hop on for a little bit. And one of my regular viewers came on, and I see there's at least a few of you here. So I wanted to, I wanted to stream for a little bit. We will go ahead and spend, I guess, the rest of our money on the upgrade for good old Edinburgh, which unfortunately does not allow us to invest anything in Inverness. So maybe we should rethink this. Would it be better? So this is over 4,000. Yeah, we could do the crop rotation. Yeah, instead let's do the crop rotation here so we can have enough money for an upgrade on Inverness, and we'll do communal farming. And that'll leave us with 1,400. I don't think there's anywhere else we can really do much. Yeah, not really. Yeah, no. We're basically upgrading everywhere pretty much. This is great.
Hail, my king!
We can assault if we want.
We shall prevail in this siege.
I mean, we can let these guys run down a little bit. You know, I'm already the main guy on the siege, so even if France comes in there with their army,
These waters with you.
which they are, it's gonna take 9 turns in the surrender. I could let them take a few more casualties with, you know, with the siege attrition. You know what?
Hail, my king! Why are you?
Let's just leave these idiots stranded on their this stupid Crusader army stranded on their boat. This French Crusader army. Yeah, let's just run the assault. Let's just do it. Let's see if we can take light casualties in the automatic reservation. Yeah, reservation. That's good. 74 dead. England is my city. England is your city. Aphrodite 8750. Your city is England. This guy already has dread, so we'll do stack. You're from the city of England. Okay. You're from the country of England, or what do you mean? Roger the Crusader. Whoa, man. Destined to be considered the patron saint of knights. But this guy had the dread voice lines, not the chivalrous voice lines. But now you got full chivalry. So he's okay. Wow. All right, noble in battle, religiously active, extravagant, feels appreciated, proper morals, chivalrous in rule, a grand crusader. +3 command when fighting against Muslims? Dude. Wow. Roger the Crusader. Okay. Wow. Wow. We'll go 6.5% population growth. It's crazy. We'll go for the blacksmith here. Cool, man. We've won a crusade. Sick. Let's see, what else can we really... Oh, yeah, this is the same. I haven't even ended the turn yet. Dude, so actually we do have enough to do the large stone wall. Sick, man. So we don't really have anything else to do. We're going to end the turn with over 5,000 ducats. That's nuts, man. That's huge. That's great. That's a lot of money to end a turn with. That's really good. That is really good. So Aphrodite, if you're still around, what did you mean by that? England is my city. I'm a little confused. Thieves Guild, Alexandria. We've got the money, man. Why not? Make the Thieves Guild. And with that, well, okay. Minor city, Alexandria. Cool. All right. Got the upgrade done. Beautiful. Beautiful.
God's servant. God speak. If I lie, yes, Your Highness. On my way.
Beautiful. Okay. Nothing to do here really. Well, I guess I can retrain some of these guys. Yeah, I may as well. In my minor city, what should I do? I could build an abbey. I think that would make sense out here. Although Merchant's Wharf, man, that increases the income substantially. But I think that it probably makes sense to go for the abbey. The religious conversion bonus is 3% rather than 2%, meaning just from that, my Catholic population will go up by 3% instead of 2% per turn. That does make sense to do over here. But I have a lot of other great options, man. I've got a lot of other great options. I really do. I really do. Yeah, the Merchant's Wharf, chief among them. The others paved roads, although it's not a particularly large province. But because it has lots of bridges and stuff, you kind of have to wind your way through it, so that does help. I'm thinking I will, in this case, go for the paved roads, I think. Because I've already got a lot of priests in the area, so that does most of the work of conversion for me, rather than the abbey mines. This will pay for itself in less than 10 turns, so that would probably be good. Unless if I have a larger increase from the market, I do not, or larger increase of income from the market, and that's not the case, so I will go for the mines. That does make more sense. Con, nothing I can really do here. York, again, nothing to increase my income. Nottingham, ton of stuff to do here. An absolute boatload. The Baron Stables, which I can make feudal knights, which would be huge. Although I could do an armor. Barracks is cool. Armored swordsman? Wait. Yeah, armored swordsman. I'm not especially familiar with that unit. Archer range, yeoman archers. Dude, yeah, these three, the armor and the jousting lists I want, but I also want irrigation. I also want paved roads. Shipwright I don't care about as much. I think that I will actually go, at any rate, for the armor. Bruges. Crop rotation, guys. Gotta have those farms, man. And meanwhile, Tunis, I don't have any issue with public order here, like at all. So, what the hell, man? Let's just go to. Let's just freaking go to. Let's just go to Sicily. So what happens to our public order if we bring these guys over here? Public order is fine. totally fine. And I think having the pilgrims hanging around here is good. But what if I take Roger the Crusader out? How's my public order? Still totally fine. Then do I even need all of these pilgrims here? Probably not, right? I could probably just, honestly, I could just probably just garrison this with like a couple units. I mean, I'll keep these guys here. I'll keep these guys here. Oh, I should have dismounted these, disembarked these guys. That's okay. Who's blockading this? Venice. Oh yeah, I should have no problem taking this city. Although it's like definitely more substantial a force guarding it than it was in Tunis, but I don't think I'll have too much of a problem either. I might just have to siege it for at least a couple turns, which is fine. It's totally fine. Yeah, so cool. And then I can end my turn without any issues here, I believe, yeah. I think I'll make this next turn my last turn before I head off to bed, guys, because it is getting pretty late. I know. 1 hour stream, that's it, whatever, you know. Hey, man. It's a Sunday night. What can I say? What can I say? I was kind of worried for a sec there that these Sicilians were going to actually attack my fleet with their ships here, because I noticed they moved one close by. But looks like they didn't. I don't know why they didn't. They should have. They had an opportunity to do so. It was super weak, actually. The Turks have come here with their merchant. Let's see what happens here. Oh, are they gonna take my merchant? Please don't. Ah, they did. They took my merchant. They took my merchant, man. That's so lame. I don't know, though. I feel like I could take their merchant. Of course, we will save right here, just in case I don't succeed. Let's try it. No. Let's try one more time. I know. As I always say, I know it's a little cheesy, but I know. But what the heck, man? +2 finance? +2 finance for that? Sorry, guys. I guess I'll make another merchant to replace that one, which I lost. Pretty soon, man. We'll have the guys to come take to come actually take over Gaza here. Well, and it's not that we don't have the guys. We totally 100% do, but you know, the public order, man. You know, it would give me some issues if I take these guys away. It would. Like, we still have some more work to do over here in Egypt, man. We still do. And you know what? Maybe I should have gone with Abbey instead, because it gives you a higher public order bonus for happiness. It brings it from 5 to 10. So I think I probably should have done that. I will queue the Abbey up in Cairo at least for the next time. How are we doing in Tunis? We're doing totally fine. Now, how about here? Well, let's disembark these guys.
You want us gone? Then do hail my king.
We've got the we've got the prince alone here.
As you command, my liege.
What's the other unit? Oh, I guess there's another unit here. Prince, no, wait, Prince Dio? No, dude, that's King Simon from the actual city of Palermo here. So does that mean if we win this battle, we take the city? I think so. Oh, there's another captain right here as well. There's a bunch of groups, actually. Okay, well, let's do this battle, guys. Let's do it. Let's do it. I guess I'll fight this battle and I'll call it there. Muster your courage, men. We march into battle. We march into battle, guys. We're gonna win this. We're gonna do it. Dude, this will be our finest hour right here, guys. This will be our finest hour. Speech, 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 speech. We're in Sicily and there's Stonehenge behind us. Okay. That's right. Yes! Let's do it, guys. Yeah! Let's do it, boys. All right. So what do we got? Longbowmen. Can they move through Stonehenge? Okay, that's cool. It looks like it can't, but can we shoot through or shoot over Stonehenge? I think that may block our arrows a bit. Well, you know what, also? We've got this hill here. Let's position, actually, our forces sort of on this hill. On a sort of a higher elevation. I like this, except let's move this archer unit here. Okay. So, oh, these guys are even further up, actually. Are they going to move in on us? Yeah, I think we just hold our ground. Or you know what, guys? Better yet, let's head up this hill. Because let's get the high ground before their reinforcements come in, actually. Yeah. Because this is just one unit. Now, mind you, it's a general's bodyguard, so they're pretty tough. And so I believe that's the enemy army over there coming in. Or, actually, I don't think I can really see it. Yeah, I definitely didn't want to have Stonehenge in our way. With these guys, general's bodyguards. Okay, yeah, that's their army coming in. Now, move further up. Yeah, these guys are coming towards our backs. I think I'll send my... So, okay, here's what I'll do. We'll have these guys Fire on them. And move our spearmen up. And these guys are getting actually pretty close. So what do we have here? Their archers are that far ahead of their guys? Well, let's cut them down. So these guys are just going to stand here under fire. Okay, we can. That's fine by me. Yeah, these guys are just going to crash into these archers. This is going to be a slaughter. Routing. Just like that. Nicely done, guys. Alright, we can just let these guys... let's stop them from retreating. Because they're just going to retreat to the castle.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Okay, but retreat before you get to their lines. Oh, some already arrived. Okay. Cool, alright. These guys have lost several of their bodyguards. Losing more. They're going to charge in. But I have my sergeants here. Okay. So we will have these guys come from the front. So we'll have our archers disengage and head over here. Run over here. Perfect. We'll flank them. We actually moved our archers a little too slowly.
They have lost half their men.
We totally moved them too slowly. Hurry, up, guys. We will flank you guys here. Wow. Okay, they're routing. Okay. Unfortunately, their general did survive that. They're basically surrounded. So we'll have the Crusader sergeants come in from here. Meanwhile, these guys are almost here. Peasants, that's light infantry, and dismounted Norman knights, which are pretty tough. We'll have you guys come in too. Yeah, these guys are going to be surrounded. This is the king. This is the king's unit, I believe. Yeah. Okay.
Only half the enemy force remains.
I think, honestly, with the rest of our cavalry, we can just we can prepare a charge, and meanwhile, these guys can just, yeah, fire on. There we go. King of Sicily's dead. Yeah, they're gone. That was it. King Simon's dead. And these guys can take some hits to the arrows. Soften them up, you know? Soften them up a little bit, for sure. Dude, that killed like half of them, actually. Jeez, man. This is just sad. I guess we'll target this other unit here. These guys are these guys are routed now before they even reach combat. We'll just avoid these guys. Let them get beat down by the rest of their guys. Come on, guys, get out of there. Hurry up. Go, go, go. No need to engage with these clowns. They're routing. Well, run them down. You guys, move out of the way. Yeah, you guys all just focus on these guys. Get some shots on them. There's nothing they can really do. And now they're getting shot by arrows in the back. Well, a few of them. Not really taking that heavy a fire.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we
Well, they actually kind of are.
steadfast, victory will be ours.
Run down those peasants before they get back to their castle. Because I think depending on how many of them manage to escape the battle, that's how many more of them are going to be in the castle at Palermo, I believe. Ooh, that's heavy fire they're taking. Ooh, man. Ouch. Jeez, dude. Oh, man. Not looking good for these guys at all, dude. Oh, my God.
The battle is very much in our favor.
This is rough, man.
Victory will be ours.
These guys are pretty heavily armored. They're able to actually take quite a lot of abuse here from my archers. But man, it's just. If you look at some of these guys, they're wounded. You got some blood on them. Oh, they just stopped. What are they gonna? They're getting new orders. They're gonna go charge. Oh crap! Crap, guys, get out of the way. Get out of the way. What are you doing? No, 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 no. My archer's hitting my own guys. No. All right, move that way out of the way of the archers. Okay, they're going for the general's bodyguard. You guys move back. This is so tough, man. So tough. Got the bodies to that little engagement with the king over here, I believe. Dude, these guys can't even figure out what they're even gonna do. And meanwhile, they're just taking fire, taking fire, taking fire. It's rough stuff, man. But they're actually doing a remarkably good job tanking this stuff, as I said before, man. I mean, look, if you look at it, their numbers haven't really gone down in a while, man. They're just taking so many arrows. Oh, one just fell. Yeah, it's over. It's over. Put it on double speed. Come on, we'll just wait.
The enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down.
All right, archers. Disengage. You guys, run them down. That'll be that. Very tired from all that firing. They're almost out of arrows, these guys. And that'll be that. And that'll be that. That's it.
This is a clear victory that goes to only men of great virtue and valor.
That's it, man. Rough. 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 Rough, 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 rough. Rough for Sicily right here, man. But you know what? I'm an honorable man. I'm an honorable man. I'm going to release them.
By God's will, we have triumphed.
I'm going to release them.
Hail, my king.
You know, I'm a good guy. What can I say?
Hail,
But
by your will, sire, we shall.
I don't know. I probably should have just ransomed them. I mean, maybe they would have paid it. It's their king after all.
Receive, sire.
But I doubt they even had the money. So probably would have ended up executing them anyway. But I don't know. Yeah, I probably should have clicked ransom, but that's okay. We decided to be nice to the virtual dudes. With the rest of our money, what can we do? What can we do? What can we do? York? I don't think we can do anything here. Dublin? No, we can't do anything there if I remember correctly. Edinburgh, Inverness. We could either do irrigation or we could do the warehouse. I guess we just get irrigation out of the way because we have the money for it. And you know what? Again, since we have some extra money, why don't we just make a regular church in York? Why not, right? Why not? And then, yeah, that's that, guys. That is that. Yeah, well, anyway, guys, thank you all for joining me tonight. I appreciate it, man. I really do. Looks like we had, for this stream of this hour, 57 unique viewers, man. That's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. Man, you know, some people would, oh, that's nothing. No, I think that's pretty cool, man. I think that is pretty darn cool. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for all 57 of you who stopped by. Special thanks to Poini, Prisay, and Aphrodite who participated in our chat tonight. And I'm happy to be back streaming. You know, it's been a while, and I think tonight went pretty well. It was pretty fun. Just a brief little stream, but you know, it's Sunday night. So it's kind of a weird time. But anyway, guys, thank you all so much for hopping on. Appreciate the heck out of it as always. So, thank you all, and have a great night.